Ore is one of the most absolutely important resources in Palworld. It's needed to craft a massive amount of equipment options, all of which need to be kept up and repaired using the same material as well. Not only that, but optimizing your bases with the best equipment installations and production machinery costs absolutely massive volumes of ore, so knowing how to farm it is important. Each ore vein holds 40 ore. They take time to get to and to farm, weigh a ton, and it takes 2 to make an ingot. You can't efficiently go wandering off into the wilderness every time you need it, especially with some of the better pieces of base equipment requiring a whopping 100 ingots to make. So how do we farm it reliably? Well, you use your base. As you explore the islands, you will find some interesting areas have a cluster of ore nodes all in the same small space, and this is what you're looking for. I chose the one right by the Chillet Alpha Bar so that I can also use it to quickly farm him for ancient technology pieces as well. So find yourself an ore cluster like this one and set up your pal box. You're going to need a chest for storage as well as pet beds and a food source. I usually dedicate a base to food production and distribute that to my other 2 bases, but you can do what I did here instead and set up a ranch with some food producing pals in it, if you want to automate things a little bit further. Next you're going to need some miners. It's important to remember that only level 2 miners and higher can actually mine raw ore. Level 1 is only good for the stone pit, which we aren't putting in this base because we don't want our miners getting distracted from the ore deposits. If you're in the late game, Blazermut and Astagon make the best miners. I went with Reptyro and Digitoise for this since they both have level 3 mining. Digitoise can be obtained fairly early in the game in the wild near Anubis in the early level 20s, whereas Reptyro is tougher to find but has the additional level 3 enkindling skill, which can be useful here. If you don't have access to any of these, any level 2 or higher mining pals will do. 3 or 4 will be optimal, and if you aren't using something with kindling as an added trait, you'll need to throw a separate fire type in as well. This is for smelting the ore down into ingots to make them usable. So now that you've got your food production and your miners all in place, you'll want something to organise things a little bit better. Pals such as Beacon and Vanworm with a high transporting skill will keep your base cleaned up by moving all of the mined ore into a designated chest nearby, and the food into your pal's food box. Just make a chest, keep at least 1 ore inside it, and your transporters will do the rest. I recommend using 2 to make sure the workload doesn't get too high for them. Remember to add in the smelter so that your kindling pals can work that ore and turn it into ingots to make them useful. You can use a designated kindling only pal for this, or just throw one of your Reptyros at the smelter as needed if you're at the point where you have them. If you're not that far along yet, Arsox is a great easy early option, and Wixen or Bushy can help with the transporting stuff around in between kindling batches, making them nice and efficient. And now you have the perfect automatic ore farm. It's really simple to do but has infinite value, and you can continue to expand the base further if you wish. Adding in assembly lines with some handiwork pals and a power source with an electric pal can turn this base into far more than just a mine. It'll be a fully functional industrial grade workshop capable of producing anything, all while you're away adventuring. Check out my other videos for info on how to build some of the most useful bases that you can get, whether that's food farms, breeding farms, or even fully equipped factories capable of producing anything. And that should be all that you need to know to build a perfect mining base to keep your adventures supplied throughout the rest of the game. If you found the video useful, then hit those like and subscribe buttons and leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Take care guys, and as always, have fun.